Right, so we're just recording this short video today to go through the setup of the Amazon Firesticks. This applies to both the Firestick and the Firestick 4K. It's pretty much the same procedure. So in the package you of course get the power adapter, USB cable, the Firestick itself, the remote control and the batteries. You of course want to start by just getting all of that stuff out on the table and just putting it together. So as you can see, we're connecting the short HDMI extender and we're plugging that straight into the HDMI port on the bottom of our screen. We're just using a computer monitor, which is fine just for this purpose. We're then plugging in the power adapter to this Firestick and turning the monitor on. Firestick should already be booting up, which it is. Let's get a better angle on that. And we're just going to run you through the setup steps now. Right, we're good. So of course select your language first, any English will do. Connect to a Wi-Fi network, this is self-explanatory. Unfortunately at this point you can't connect any wireless keyboards or anything, so you do need to use the on-screen keyboard with the buttons on the remote. So just give it a chance to connect to Wi-Fi, and then once it's connected we can proceed with the next steps. Now it is going to check for updates and install updates to begin with, but before we go through and install those updates we need to sign in with an Amazon account. Now it's worth mentioning that with the Firesticks you cannot access any of the Firesticks features without logging in with an Amazon account. If you don't have one, you can just go to Amazon's website on a regular computer or phone and create an account there. However, in order to download and install the apps required for TV, you are going to need to link a credit card to the account. Alright, so once you're at the stage where you've entered the account details and you've gotten to this screen, you of course want to hit continue. Now remember, you must have the credit card account info added to that Amazon account as a payment method before it will let you even reach this far. So if you get stuck on that previous screen that we've shown you, you need to go back and add the credit card details. It's probably worth making a throwaway disposable account with just some a credit card that's invalid now. Probably add that and get away with it. Now of course you also want to, once you've installed everything you need to install, you'll want to remove the account. Otherwise, the next customer that comes along will be able to buy things using the credit card account synced. When it asks you what TV you have, just select any. Don't select a specific one. You can always go back and change it. And we're in. So now we're going to go through the setup of apps. So first thing we want to do is update Downloader and get that installed. And we're now going to go to some specific URLs to get the apps that we need. So make note of this address that we're typing in here. So that's getfilelinked.com. Let it download the package. And then we are going to go to our settings and enable installation from unknown sources, and this will allow us to install all of the other packages we're going to need. We're then going to head back to Downloader, go back to getfilelinked.com, download that package again, and this time we'll be able to install it. We then launched the file linked app, and it then prompts us for a code. Now we'll explain how to get the code in a short follow-up video, but for now continue to follow along here.
Is the same code you're using?
Okay, you'll be using this same exact code, 518-29986. So once again, that's the same code for every stick that you set up.
And then what page we get it on there?
Yeah. And these are all of the apps that we're going to be grabbing. First one, Cinema HD V2 2.15. This does have ads, but the customer can easily skip past them or hit X. The second file that we've gone and grabbed here is FreeFlix HQ Pro 4.1.0. Once it's downloaded, you of course install it. We're then going to get hold of TTV.
You could get get the modern one, but I don't know how stable that one is.
Yeah. A lot of these that we are going to be downloading are ad supported. That's why they're free. There are modded versions, but stability is sometimes questionable in the modded versions. So for the sake of the app working properly, sometimes just stick to the ad supported versions. We're then going for TV Zion 3.8.1. As these are updated, the version numbers will change, of course, but as of the time of recording, these are the ones to go for. Then going for Typhoon TV 2.1.6.
They can check all these set of the ones.
You can also check out these apps down here. As you saw in the banner above, these are live TV apps, so they pull IPTV streams from around the world of channels. So you get the American versions of channels you get on Digicel and Flow, as well as Europeans too. We're just going to go for Live TV Net and Mobdro, which are two pretty reliable and stable ones. Of course, if you want to experiment with some of these things, feel free. You can always uninstall them if they're not what you're after. And then we exit, and we then, if we just move across to the remote, you press the home button, and that then allows you to get back to your apps screen, and this is where all of our apps are, the ones that we downloaded. Yeah, so you have to hold the home button to get that menu to go straight to the apps. And as you can see, we're in Mobdro right now, and we've just clicked on something random just to show you that it works. Now, you're not hearing any sound because this is only a computer monitor. There are no built-in speakers with this, but sound does work. And as you can see, that's a fairly smooth live stream of ABC. Then going to go to LiveNet TV, and it's pretty much the same thing as Mobdro. You of course allow all of the permissions that the apps are asking for, so you don't run into any trouble. Let it load up, and again you'll be able to browse a whole bunch of live streaming IPTV links. Live TV does seem to have a lot of Indian and Pakistani programming on it.
This is the English.
And then you scroll down to get the English. And you've got a whole bunch of links to choose from. When it says choose player, just stick to Android player. Don't download the others, and then you get a live stream of the particular channel.
This one is between now.
Yeah, so we're on USA right now. Now heading into Typhoon TV. Now for Typhoon TV, you will need to download MX Player to work with it, but this is great for getting hold of movies. And you'll see in the top left corner, in the right, you'll see a little play icon. You just use the directional buttons to navigate to that, hit the middle button to start playing, and then it begins to buffer and find links, which will allow you to play the movie. And then you can just select one, hit play. It's asking us for MX Player, so we'll go ahead and grab that. As we said, we would need MX Player for this particular app.
If you want, you can. Nah, this one. You get it in here.
So you can go back to Downloader and
Going in down. This.
yeah, that was our mistake. Go back to File Linked. Again, holding down the home button to get back to the app screen. File Linked is an app, and you can grab MX Player from inside of here, rather than going through the Amazon App Store, that is.
This one.
So one more app, Cinema HD V2. Of course, accept their terms and conditions, allow the permissions. You get TV shows on this, which is pretty good. We're just randomly browsing through The Simpsons. And you can select whatever episode you'd like. It of course has some movies too, but this is nicely laid out for TV series. So once again, you let it buffer for a bit. So let's just try something else really quick. So once again, just like the other app, you find the stream, just select one of them, and then start playing.
If it buffer, they can just choose our next link.
Yeah, if it does buffer a little too much, choose another link. Bear in mind any buffering that you do see on our end here. We do have two Wi-Fi routers, and this is not connected to the good one. So that could be playing a role. And of course, the adapter does exist on the market.
And that's it.
And yep, that's about it. You can see, get an idea of how this works. Hold the home button down again to get back to your app screen. And you can go from there and select whatever app you want. So yeah, this has been an overview of how to set up one of the Amazon Fire Sticks, either the regular Fire Stick or Fire Stick 4K, and how to install apps for free live TV and free movies. Of course, you'll want to explain to the customer. You'll just want to be a little patient, just like with Android boxes. If one of the streams is taking too long or buffering, go ahead, select another stream, and more than likely you'll be able to get whatever content you want to watch. Just one last time, you will not be able to reach this far unless you have an Amazon account pre-made with a linked credit card. Of course, once you have got the apps downloaded and installed, you can go in back home by pressing the home button again. You can go to settings. You can go down to my account, and from here you should be able to deregister the account, which will remove it from this Firestick. Of course, you don't want to reset to factory defaults, otherwise that will delete all the apps and you'll have to start again. But you do want to deregister, so you'll be able to, you know, remove the account, and that way the customer doesn't have the linked credit card attached to the account. Because if they have that, then they'll be able to get paid services essentially for free, and someone will have to pay for that, whoever the credit card holder is, and you don't want that. So let it deregister. This is pretty much the last step. It shouldn't remove any of the apps we've downloaded already. And there we go. So we can then hit back. It's stuck scanning for networks for some reason.
Yes, they're already.
Yeah. And yeah, you just connect back to a network and you should be good to go. This is the point at which the customer will then have to enter their Amazon account to more than likely use the stick again. But everything at this point has already been set up. So that's the last thing that you'll need to explain to them. And of course, more than likely, they'll need to link their credit card to the Amazon account too, to get past the aforementioned screens. Hope all is clear. You can always shoot us a message if you'd like anything cleared up.